What up, guys? Mad Viking here. My voice is a lot deeper. I'm nasalated. I'm catching that Christian disease. So if you see my nose is a little shiny down here, it's dripping a little bit. I don't know. I think I caught something from my nephew. I don't know. It's not cold down here yet, so, you know, I can't have the flu. That's for damn sure. And if I did, it would certainly be the first time in decades that I've had it. But I just have a runny nose. So that's my problem here. First off, I want to say, for people who were wondering where's my Bound for Glory video, I couldn't order it last night. Don't know why. And I didn't want to dump a bunch of money to my cable company because I'm thinking about getting rid of cable and just doing like Netflix or whatever. But then I can still order pay-per-views, but it'd be on the Fight Network and the WWE Network, but I don't know if I'm doing that yet. But for whatever reason, I couldn't order Bound for Glory last night. A lot of stuff went down on Bound for Glory. And I've been really good about avoiding the spoilers. So, tomorrow I'm going over to my mom's house, who's going to be out of town, and I'm going to go watch it over there. So I'm going to be doing a belated Bound for Glory live results video. I heard it was very good, but it wasn't as good as Slammiversary. But, there was controversy, namely being Austin Aries. It's just coming out now that Austin Aries is done with Impact. He said, well, he was beaten by Johnny Nitro, Impact, whatever his damn name is. I know that much. But he took what's his finisher? He took his finisher, no-sold it. He did get pinned, but he no-sold it, instantly got up, walked to the side of the ring, flicked off Don Callis, who was supposed to be the writer for the show, flicked off the crowd, said "F you," whatever, I'm out of here, and went to the back of the ring, the arena where they were filming. So supposedly this was totally not planned. It was a shoot. They're saying he went into business for himself by no selling. He did the job. He got pinned and lost the title. But word coming out is that was his last match. He wasn't under contract, from what I believe. He was just under a verbal agreement, and that was supposed to be his last match. And I guess his last match was dropping the belt to Johnny Impact. But I think Impact was under the impression he was going to continue working with them, because like I said, this was not planned. I guess they did do the pre-match, arrangements were to discuss how the match was going to go. He knew he was losing the belt. They said he had no issue with it backstage before the start of the match, but obviously when he got pinned, that was it. He went AWOL. So this wouldn't be the first time he's left in a controversy with Impact, and they've signed him back 3-4 times. So it doesn't mean it's the end of him, but I think he's just going out right now in a blaze of glory. But I do want to see it. I want to know how this went down. I want to see what he did, etc. So I will be watching that tomorrow. Also, Impact News. Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. signed new Impact contracts. I don't know the details of it. The contracts allow them, they've always had this though, they're allowed to work for other companies, but they are specifically requesting that they want to go and work in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're locked down for sure 100% with Lucha Underground until the end of 2019 and MLW. So that rumored WWE jump, it ain't happening anytime soon. Of course, this is already a little bit old, but Abyss was nominated for the 2018 Impact Hall of Fame, Bound for Glory. He was inducted by the Sinister Minister. What's his name? Come on, Mitchell. I can't. I'm having a brain fart. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to. I want to hear his speech. Madison Rayne also signed a 1-year deal, renewal contract with Impact. This is old. Impact had a secret meeting with the WWE. It was not to sell the company or the tape library. It was to continue a relationship, putting their product on the WWE network. It was said that Vince wasn't there or Triple H, but they'd met with all the top WWE officials. Mysterio finally signs a WWE deal. It's a 2-year contract or an 18-month optional. At 18 months, he can review what his current status is, if he wants to continue on or leave. And if he's happy with that, it continues for 2 years. He's rumored to be debuting at SmackDown 1000, along, well, not along with other people, but along with other legends. What is it? Yeah, Batista. I think they just advertised this last week. Some of this stuff's old. It's my fault. But Batista, for whatever reason, is coming to SmackDown, and they're reforming Evolution at SmackDown 1000. That's great, but Evolution was a Raw brand act during the draft or the brand split days, so I don't even get why that's happening. After they broke up, he was pretty much a SmackDown dude, so, but I don't know what, I guess because Randy Orton's on SmackDown now? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Evolution has to do with SmackDown, but okay. Lashley is said to be upset with the WWE. He wants his promised feud with Lesnar. He said it was the reason he signed with the company, and I don't blame him. I guess he's kind of turning heel right now, so I don't know how that would be happening in the future. But I feel his pain. He's definitely getting the short end of the stick right now. The WWE is acting like they have no idea how to use the guy. He was used to his potential 100% in Impact. He could have cut his own promos. He could talk. There was nothing wrong with him. I don't know why they're pairing him with Lio Rush, but whatever. The Rock's daughter, Simone, is currently training at the Performance Center. Don't get your hopes up. She's not of age. She's 16 or 17, and she's just currently training. But I can guarantee you, even if she sucks, they're probably going to sign her to a deal just because of who she is and who she could feud with female-wise. Tama Tama recently trolled an NXT event in Florida, claiming that the Bullet Club OGs were searching for new top talent, male and female. There was a video of them outside at the NXT truck and also inside for the event, and it didn't look like anybody even recognized the dude. He was just walking around freely recording. WWE, this is kind of old, is to film a House Party reality show for the network. It's currently supposed to be filming this month at the Hardy compound. Jeff and family is supposed to be involved, all of them, the kids, Senior Benjamin. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a Christmas event. Originally, it was supposed to be a Christmas event. It might be a Halloween thing. Now, anyway. This is old. Morgan got a severe concussion. Everybody knows this by now from Brie, Bella's, Aaron. Yes, kicks. She got kicked twice in the head and was legitimately knocked out. Brie is definitely a botch machine right now. Even if she isn't hurting people, she is screwing up her spots in the ring. And I'm just wondering how much longer she's going to get a position in the company. The Saudi Arabia Sports Authority chairman teased Hulk Hogan will be at Crown Jewel. There are supposed to be quite a few names to that, including supposedly, well, we all know HBK, supposedly Austin. Like I said, Hogan will probably be there. There's money flowing out the wazoo. It's inspiring a lot of retired guys to get back in the ring. Austin's supposed to be training for it. Oh, and the Crown Jewel is under a lot of controversy right now. This reporter, I guess he used to be from Saudi Arabia, and he writes stories. He wrote stories, because now he's dead, about the royal family in Saudi Arabia. I think he lived in Virginia, and he was lured to Turkey to pick up some documents, and supposedly he was met by a 15-man hit team who interrogated him and then murdered and dismembered him. He was streaming it all live on an Apple Watch because his wife was suspicious, and so was he, that something might happen to him. So there's video evidence of entering the building but never leaving it. And the Saudis are in a bunch of heat for it. So is Linda McMahon, who is a financial advisor to Trump or something, and she's getting heat from Congress to have the WWE cancel the event. Vince has already said they're going through with it. A lot of the wrestlers are upset about this and don't want to go. They even said office personnel, crew, etc. I wouldn't want to go either. It's not like they're going to get murdered, though, but it's pretty messed up. A dude was dismembered by the royal family's hit squad, and you're going over there to go and entertain them. Makes you feel a little small and like a puppet, doesn't it? Let me see. Joey Janela recently had a serious knee injury. I seen the video. Okay, let's just pretend this is his leg at the knee right here. He jumped off the top rope. I forget who he was wrestling. Oh, Psychosis. And his leg went from going like this to his leg going like that straight out to the side. He is going to be out for a long time. He tore ligaments. He tore his MCL, his PCL, his ACL. The guy was just on a hot streak from All In. It's I don't know. It's a bad break. He could definitely rebound. Maybe he'll reappear at All In 2. I don't know if All In 2 happens. But yeah, I feel bad for him. The video does exist on YouTube. You can go look for it and see it for yourself. And he was basically the all-star of All In my opinion. Cornette will return to the announcer's desk for NWA's 70th pay-per-view. That was the wrestling event I was talking about that I was possibly going to. I'm supposed to be going on vacation here in a few days for a while. It might be up in the air. And that was going to be like a backup thing. I was going to do the Jericho thing. But all that was left was like suites and condos or whatever on the ship. It's a 5-day cruise, and they wanted like $1,700. I was like, I could have second row seats for the NWA 70th anniversary show. It's in Tennessee. But I didn't want to spend my loot that way. If it comes down to it, though, and those tickets are still available, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go and do it. But yeah, Cornette's going to be there. I forgot all about that. Main event is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Willie Mack versus Nick Aldis in a 3-way match. Let me see. Matt Riddle has heat in the NXT over his popularity with fans. That's pretty effing petty. Because I guess he's way over. I just saw him for the first time at my last NXT house show. For a debut match, it wasn't spectacular, but it was great. And in that room, he wasn't the most over person, but he did get a pretty damn big pop. But that was the first time any of us got to see him. So I don't know how serious this is, but it was enough that it's being reported on. So take that for what it's worth. Well, this is more about Brie Bella's botching. She nearly injured Selena Vega and Liv Morgan. I don't even want to get into it. Everybody knows the situation. Kofi Kingston hits a milestone with the title reigns for the tag team belts. This is about a week or two old already. So obviously, by now it's almost 1,000 days. But then when it was reported, it was 954 days. So he is the longest reigning day-wise tag team champion in the WWE. The former holder of that title was Billy Gunn. And I'm sure that was the only record he held. So now Billy is number 2 and Kofi is number 1. What is this? Oh, but technically, Kofi's position isn't legit because the WWE is, I guess, forgetting or glossing over the fact that Judy Martin and Lalani Kai, the female tag team champions from back in the day, held the belts longer than what Kofi did. But I guess they don't want you to remember that. Their run back then was 1,157 days. So even if Kofi beats that, he's got like a half a year yet before that happens. So we'll have to see. I already mentioned Batista coming back. What is this? Talent. Recently at the New Japan show in California, surprisingly, NXT talent was there at ringside. Kira Zane and Uriah Sari, I think I'm saying her name wrong, were along the entrance ramp, caught on camera. They were visibly seen having a great time. Now, when wrestlers in the past in the WWE get caught on camera at other people's shows, they tend to get fired, but obviously that didn't happen. So I'm sure they got chewed out over it. because New Japan is kind of being a big thorn in the side right now for WWE. Punishment Martinez, it's official. He is signed to NXT. Not a lot of gratitude for Ring of Honor. If it wasn't for them, he wouldn't even have the career he has right now. They gave him a shot. He won their talent tournament competition 2 years ago, and he actually won a couple titles, and recently was the TV title, and he just walked after he dropped it. So yeah, he's a decent wrestler. I've seen him wrestle in person. He's a big, scary looking dude. So I guess we have that to look forward to. Payne Martinez. I'm even losing my voice. My voice is starting to crack. Tennille Dashwood injured, needs shoulder surgery. There's a lot of people that got injured recently. Shit. I can't think of his name now. The English UK champion, he's hurt. Sasha Banks is supposedly hurt, but really the rumor is supposedly she's pregnant. I guess we're going to have to wait 9 months to see. That's why she's not been wrestling. I think she's made some appearances on TV, but God's honest truth, I got like 7 episodes of SmackDown. She's not on SmackDown, is she? She's on Raw. Well, I have a whole catalog of SmackDown episodes I haven't watched. 3MB to reunite for Table for 3 on the WWE Network. Which leads me to think that somebody's probably getting fired out of that group here pretty soon. I mean, the WWE keeps signing talent. And some of these low-hanging fruit guys, they gotta start going. I mean, I am shocked how so many people are being hired and nobody's been fired in a while. And if I was to say anybody in that group who's going to be fired, Jinder Mahal, they've murdered his recent character push. I enjoyed his new character. Now what is he, the love guru? It's so stupid. He was to blame for Roman Reigns' horrible matches against him over the summer. That's a big what? I can't even remember the other guy, Rhino and Slater, but I would think if anybody out of a crop of guys who needs to go, like Titus O'Neil, he's definitely, but he's like some promo guy for the WWE. I don't know. Like I said, guys like Zack Ryder, he's not getting fired. He's actually, I guess they're making a big deal out of this like it's a promotion. I wouldn't think it's one. Due to his internet popularity, and he's still over with the fans, the WWE have finally decided they want to do something with him, but he's going to be moved to 205 Live, potentially, to possibly be the head star of 205 Live. 205 Live, the WWE thinks at some point they're going to get it to be a touring brand, and I don't know if that's going to happen. I know Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis just debuted on it. Zach would be a nice intro, depending on how they use him there, so that's another thing to look forward to, or to see if it actually happens. Cody Rhodes! When I wrote this, he's a dual champ, but he's not. He's actually a tri-champion. He won the New Japan United States title. I always want to say the dude's name wrong. Juice Robinson. So now he's the NWA Heavyweight Champion. He is the New Japan North American Champion, and he's the Ring of Honor Trios Tag Team Champion. So he's having a very good year. I think he's being bribed to stick around, wouldn't you think? Because his contract, along with the Bucks, and along with Omega, and along with Hangman, are all coming up before the end of the year. Oh, and he made it personal afterwards. I love these after-match interviews that they do in New Japan. The WWE try to do their version of it, whether it was Real Talk and SmackDown Live or whatever, it's Smack Talk or whatever. But these backstage interviews are phenomenal. Cody came back on fire. He was jovial, but for whatever reason, he mocked Juice Newton, saying how the internet and New Japan officials think he's a hell of a promo guy now, which he is kind of, and he's improved majorly in his ring style. But he took offense to how people, especially when he was in NXT, were calling him one of Dusty's boys. And he said, I'm actually one of Dusty Rhodes' legitimate kids, and I don't get the respect I deserve, and blah, 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 blah. Let me see. I know I wrote some of this down. Label is Dusty's kid. He went on to call out Jeff Jarrett and Nick Aldis for trying to have their own version of the All-In pay-per-view with the NWA 70th event. And he went on to say how, what was that belt he won when it was Global Impact? He won that belt and he never lost it. And he said he mailed it back to Jeff Jarrett, and because that flop of GFW disaster, he mailed back his title to Jeff Jarrett, and their relationship has been strained since then. It was quite a fiery interview. It's worth watching. Neville, a.k.a. Pac, is back. He was in talks with New Japan, but he showed up at Dragon Gate, and I can't remember what group he joined, Evil or something. I know New Japan was in talks with him. It even broke down. They were going to have him fight Will Ospreay at their last, Wrestle Kingdom or whatever it was. It doesn't mean he's only, that he's only supposed to wrestle at Dragon Gate. I'm sure he's going to go everywhere. But Neville is finally out of his hole, and he is back wrestling. And he went back to Pac, his old name. What is this? Rumor that Hangman Page turned down WWE offer, and he did recently, which is weird because the Bullet Club Elite is really teasing now that they're going to the WWE. There was new management signed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and everybody that they loved in the office is gone now. And it's said to have really shaken the Bullet Club and a lot of other wrestlers. And so now that's why there's sort of a change in them possibly going to WWE. And one of those reasons was, like I said, the new management. But this was before Hangman turned down his WWE offer. So I don't know. Like I said, we got a couple more months to see how this plays out. I really don't hope they go because, like I said, Hangman ain't going to get anywhere in the WWE. Scroll will go to 205 Live. The Bucks would probably go to SmackDown, win the belts once, and get buried. They might push Omega. They might push Cody. But they're not going to put these guys over. They just want to end the Bullet Club. So that's what, like I said, I don't want them going there. Let me see. Raw had the lowest, this is a few weeks ago, though, had the lowest ratings ever in show history. Oh, that was the night when it started off with the Shield in the ring, and they had the main event match against whoever. I think it was Dolph and Ziggler and Braun. But now they have broken their official lowest rating record, and they had a low record almost as bad, I think it was 2 weeks later. So all is not well. Like I said, I've reported this before in WWE land. Charlie Caruso lands a gig as a reporter for ESPN. She's still retaining her job with the WWE. I guess really technically her job was only at Raw and I guess the occasional page per view when they used her. So now you'll see her as a sports analyst. I don't know if she's going to be a sports analyst. She's going to be an interviewer for ESPN. The Melbourne event that just went down that I totally missed because I wasn't waking up at like 5 a.m. to watch it. Cena and Nikki Bella were seen together all over Melbourne, Australia. Can't wait for the next season of Divas, right? And they were definitely purposely being seen by the paparazzi. They wanted it to be known. New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion was crowned after the last champion, I can't remember his name, Hiramashima, or whatever his name is, the guy that broke his neck. Well, they had a tournament, and the finals were Marty Scurll versus Kushida. And Kushida won. He is the new Junior Heavyweight Champion of IWGP. This match was said to have been very good, even for a juniors match. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on YouTube. I know that much. There's been a new member also to the OG Bullet Club. Jay White has now joined the OG faction. They keep getting all these new members, and I'm still waiting for the Elites to do anything. They got jumped. They even got beat up by Haku, for Christ's sake, and nothing's come of it. I mean, what are they doing? That was a hot feud, and nothing's come of it. I've even mentioned this on their YouTube page a few times. What are you guys doing? Especially if you're leaving the company. Settle the feud. Give us what we want. But now Jay Young is in there. The Switchblade Jay Young. He is a very good wrestler. So, like I said, they keep adding to their ranks, and the Elite are just goofing around. More Bullet Club news. The Bullet Club Elite all members release their supposed final Bullet Club t-shirts. Like I said, they're playing like they're going, But they say, oh, this is going to be our only Bullet Club shirts because we're marketing. We want to market our own shirts so we can profit all the money. That still doesn't make any sense because you're still in Bullet Club. You're still Bullet Club Elite. You can still, because these shirts sell at ProWrestlingTees.com and with New Japan. So you can still have your own shirts and still make Bullet Club shirts. So it does have me scratching my head. So if you're a Bullet Club fan, they've all released new shirts. And I'm sure they're going to go very quick. I do like the new Young Bucks shirt. It does kind of look like all their other shirts. But it's the Golden Bucks Elite Bullet Club shirt. Cody's looks kind of like his other American Nightmare shirt. So if you don't have that one, I mean, I haven't seen Omega's yet. Oh, no. I think Omega was the only one who didn't release a final Bullet Club shirt. So, like I said, what does that say? But, I'm starting to lose it. My voice is going and my nose is running. So that's it for now, guys. Yeah, I'm going to do that pay-per-view. I know I said like a week ago I was going to do those Star Wars Black figure review. I'm still doing it. It's just I kept going to this toy group and ordering a figure every Monday night, but I didn't do one last week. I mean, I didn't buy one last week, and it took them a week, almost a week and a half, to mail the last item I bought. So after the pay-per-view live results for Bound for Glory tomorrow, I will be doing the Star Wars Black figure review. It's going to be my biggest Star Wars Black drop to date, probably ever, because there's a whole bunch of shit right here. Literally, I could take you... My house is a toy room. We'll just put it that way. It ain't just this shit right here. See, let me... Can you see all that crap? I'm trying to show you. That's all unopened shit. So, you know, that's all crap I have to review and clear out so I can get rid of the boxes for one and pack away my new Star Wars Black stuff. Because I call also, along with my Transformers stuff, I call those my retirement. So, at some point, I'm going to have to do like a truckload of selling on my figures because, I mean, the packaging just takes up so much shit, the WWE Elites. I love flying them. I love collecting them. But, I mean, geez, they take up so much space even when they're boxed up. So, I don't know. Somewhere down the line, somebody's going to have... start saving your money, I guess, kids. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. Hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. Help this channel grow. Share this if you want. Like I said, I just lost a bunch of subscribers like weeks ago, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not gaining new subscribers, but I'm slowly getting those subs back. I was up to 520. Then I gained actual subscriptions, and somehow I've already said this, I think, and then I fell back down to 515. And then, like I said, now, as of last night, I'm back up to 18 or 19. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not giving away my number, but I'm doing a giveaway. It's hopefully before the end of the year. But, yeah, like I said, hitting like helps the channel. Sharing definitely helps because it gets it out there. And this giveaway will be very good. It's a current item just now released. We'll just leave it at that. And it will, there's the hint, it will shock everyone. But it's not just that item. I have other stuff that I'm giving away too because I get doubles and whatever of stuff. Like I said, there's the all-in sign back there. I have a double all-in box over here, right here. So you want the all-in sign and everything that came. It's not even open. I'm going to hide that. That's a giveaway item. So like I said, help me out. Help a brother out. I need space in my house, and I want to do this giveaway sooner than later. But anyway, like I said, hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification button for future content. Mad Viking needs a tissue, and he is out. Thanks for watching.